Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So, the last one for Chaos Origins being the Light and Darkness archetype, Light and Darkness Chaos ritual deck. That for some time was one of the better decks in the OCG, but eventually other decks, looking at Toons for example, they are now the best deck, or one of the best decks next to Cool Tune. So the deck kind of faded away in the OCG for obvious reasons. The other decks are more consistent, less bricks, etc. Because that's one of the few remarks I have about this deck, is I call them bricks. They aren't bricks, they are cards that you'd rather not want to draw into, looking at, some cards. See, in a few moments you probably know the archetype already. Anyway, you saw the deck list, and a bit inconvenient. I was, because this was the last archetype that I wanted to playtest or showcase from our upcoming TCG set, or TCG release, I wanted to try a more budget-friendly build, as in, the staples. Harmonia, one of the more expensive cards in today's format. If you have those, definitely play them in this. What else? Crown, obviously, on the other hand, Droplet is more budget-friendly. Same for Super Poly, so there are, much better options. And a much more budget-friendly route is Red Dragon Archfiend. This is not new. It depends. I like the ratios now, as you saw. What was it? Double Power Vise, I believe the name is the level 5 that searches one of your resonators. You have the level 3, the level 2. But short set, the Red Dragon Archfiend's pile, combo, engine, pivots into the Chaos engine. Your Kuribo, Kurifro, and that searches the trap. The trap turns on the entire Chaos engine. So I like it. I like it a lot. But if you look at the more expensive options, like if you have, the meta decks, it's either probably, as we've seen in the OCG, looking at Dark Magician routes, obviously, right, because of the heads, right, the magical heads giving you spellcasters, and you are already running high-level spellcasters, so running the Link 1 Fusion Dark Magician is obvious, but it's an expensive card. And next, probably the more meta variant is Albus. Albus branded, speaks for itself, right? Again, level 8 synchros, etc, etc. But again, expensive. So, speaking of expensive, is that, okay, the set hasn't been mass released yet. I don't think we, like for Europe, card market doesn't have any prices just yet. I think, I should recheck. But I left the link to the profile in the video description, so definitely check it out. You can see the prices on the, YGO Pro website. And for now, it seems kinda expensive, the core, right? Like the entire Light and Darkness core. But I think it's much, due to hype. And give it a couple of weeks. It will slow down, especially seeing that our current format decks might be better compared to like Full Power branded, Cool Tune Full Power, Mitsu Full Power are probably a bit better compared to Light and Darkness. Or the Fusion variant or the branded variant, or Dark Magician variant, I have to say. So anyway, so budget friendly, as in no super staples or alternatives to super expensive staples, but keep in mind that the core might be expensive, especially the first few weeks, but it is what it is. Okay, so some techs. My favorite tech is the level 10 Synchro, the Gen X one. Basically a Baron 2.0. It's not a once per turn negation effect as long as you can banish those attributes. So with your in-core engine, you, as you saw, I think it was the first replay, which attributes you have in the graveyard at the end of turn 1. I think it's Dark and Fire. So technically you could potentially negate like an Ash, Dark as well. Some engines are indeed focused on Dark. Mitsu, for example, Dark Magician, etc. But sadly no light. The Celtic Guardian is a light, so you could technically put it in a graveyard, like discard whatever, to have protection for Nip. It is what it is. But budget friendly, I like that approach, especially thanks to the smaller red, the Darkness Dragon, the RDA approach. You can pivot into some strong synchros, so I like that. I'm a huge fan of it. Anyways, some super straightforward combos. Again, during their turn, preferably during the draw phase, you can tag out Search, another Archfiend. You definitely need to play 2 Archfiend, and that's, as I mentioned before, like in the OCG, And I kinda disagree to some builds, as in some builds are only running one of the continuous trap. But that's a huge problem, because if you happen to draw into your continuous trap, you are stuck in most situations. So it's one of those cards that you have to play at 2. I feel same for the Skull Art, the Archfiend as well, the level 6. I feel you have to play it at 2 as well. And same for the Chaos Ritual spell, also a 2 of, I feel. And you know, those are awkward cards to draw, open with. Unless you have a good hand, you know, you get stuff in circulation, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so let's see, discard, let's call the Karibo, flip over the trap, because again, you're allowed to do that, search the Archfiend, discard it, send the Ritual spell, search the BLS. Ah, okay, yes, because we have the Demok Ritual on the right side here. So let's distribute it for BLS, and I think we should be able to attack for a game, if I'm not mistaken. Draw 3, discard 2, yeah, we draw the Red Magician. Forgot its name. We are able to special summon it by bouncing back the Dark Magician and eventually attack for a game. Next one, going first. Okay, Power of Ice route. So that's cool. Again, Power of Ice being a powerful one-card play. I think you have space in the main deck, because as you saw, what is it? You have space for triple Ash staple nowadays, triple Mulch Army staple, Droplet, triple Droplet, and triple Super Poly, because again, budget friendly. Not you're not running the Albus package or Fallout and Virtuous, which again, if you have it, you can definitely play it. Same for Harmonia, again a hand trap, but kinda expensive nowadays. But if you have it, definitely play that one. So there is a lot of room for, again, non-engine, but I think the deck definitely has a space for a sub-engine or something that pivots into the Chaos stuff or works along with it. So Red Dragon is definitely an option. So this is cool. The problem nowadays, again, Droplet, Book of Eclipse, that puts stuff and my Omni Synchro face down. But same for Droplet, Crown are always, you know, nice targets for the Synchro. Sadly, to shut it down. Anyway, so search magical heads are Omni Negation, we see it's Mitsu, and we get Super Poly at the same time. So double Dark, which I think it was Mud Dragon. Yeah, Mud Dragon hits the field, and Mud Dragon is a problem, because again, that one prevents targeting, so that shuts down the BLS. Let's see, Droplet we still have, so we are keeping it for a potential power play, and we still have the magical heads for the Omni Negation. You know, normal spell, keep that in mind, it doesn't negate a ritual spell. So Mitsu is, it's iffy. Anyway, so Murakumo hits the field. The effect is activated, so this is the time I use Droplet. No reason to tag out just yet, because we are negating Mud Dragon. So now we are able to target the monster on field. The priority here is to survive. That's the deal with the deck, like your end board is not that threatening. You have some layered disruptions, but it's not like Snake Eyes with 10 disruptions during their turn. That's not the case. So that's where stuff like the magical heads, they do help you, because if it wasn't for that, I probably would have died here in this particular turn. So put up some chopping blocks eventually thanks to the magical heads, and we will survive. So that's the most important one. So now we are eventually able to, you know, fight back. There it is. I don't think we are discarding. Oh no, I think we are. We are discarding the tuner, I think. Did we? Did we? I missed that. Or didn't we? Anyway, again, priority number 1 is to survive. 5 monsters though, so I think we are about left at, what was it, 2 or 3k I think. So again, the magical heads putting the Droplet and Super Poly in the graveyard, later to be recurred, right, thanks to the Dark Magician of Chaos. We lost the continuous trap, which is fine, we do have a second copy and we can recur the copies with the Archfiend right in the graveyard. So now we have to break through the field, and the field is kind of scary. So we're dropping the Magician first to try to threaten their board by banishing 2 cards. And it's getting net by the Raigeki effect of the Murakumo, and that's, I guess, fine. Because that, I was like, okay, I need to keep Droplet for that. I'm not so sure what the other, I think it's the Omni Negation trap. I think so, right? Yeah, it's there, it's there. Because it was searched, yeah, Purification. And again, Droplet weak, because they had the counter trap, or the trap right. But now, I think, was it this one? So, Ritual first? Yeah, here we discard the level 2, and level 2 will trigger to search, which is fine. Drop the BLS, and we hit the whatchamacallit, the one that reborns. But I think the better play would have been to hit Tornado Dragon, because I lost my attention span here, and I was like, as soon as I clicked the card, I was like, Tornado Dragon, obviously. But on the other hand, maybe like my thought process also was that eventually I will be able to put up the trap, and you know, with Tornado Dragon, that sounds terrible. So this is a powerful play. Putting Chaos Angel with both light and dark on field, that's nifty. So the nice protection effect, that always helps out. Special summon the Magician as well. Again, we don't have the Trap Life. Get back Super Poly, that's strong, really strong. Attack over both Mitsus, do some damage, I think. Again, small misplay because of the protection effect. Wasn't able to, you know, gain the boost of the BLS and the extra attack. It's fine though, Rusty. Okay, so let's see. But again, they are out of resources, or at least on resource-wise, they are really low. And this is all fine because again, protected, and Chaos Angel is also protected by its effect, so it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And I was like, I still have Super Poly, but let's wait what they would pump out. And Baguska hits the field, and I was like, oh, right, Baguska. But we do have ways. So normal summon the Ash to go for the Link 2, I think, the Charmer. Yeah, because they have a Masquerena lurking in the graveyard. Oh no, it's another game. I think so. No spoilers. But you know, free reborn, and then we should be able to go for the Goddess. That's why Goddess is there. And now we should be able to attack for the game, eventually. So again, recur the Chaos Engine in the deck, thanks to the Archfiend, send it back to the graveyard, and etc. So a long game, grindy game, but really awesome. Also a long one. But again, going second. So we Charmy. What was this? Beast on deck. Yummies. Yeah, Yummy Dark Magician. Still threatening though. You do have Super Poly as a nice board breaker. And I was like, should we use the Karibo now? Might have been a bit too soon because they are able to pop it, right, or banish it. So I'm not so sure if it would have been viable to use it there. I was like, let's wait, maybe just use it during the end phase, maybe force an Azamina negation. We'll see. Especially with the Super Poly in hand. Again, we are able to do some powerful plays during our turn. So what is it? I think this is going to be the standard, almost the standard board, as in Masquerena for Little Knight. You have Link Karibo, you have the Azamina, and I was about to say the Dragoon, but they searched the Magician's Souls. Souls, yeah, for the Link 1 play. Synchro play, eventually. So Snatchy, the one of Snatchy hits the field. Let's see, you can stand it, I think, right. What's this going to be? Yeah, the Yummy, Lollipop again. Oh, that's been a while. Reborn 2, and this is going to be the Link Karibo, and basically potential double bounce. Yeah, okay, makes sense. +1 unknown set, I guess. So now we are dropping the Karibo, and they do not negate, which I guess is fine, because now, because of the Super Poly, we can get rid of both Darks on their board. So immediately get draw phase, get rid of Masquerena, get rid of the Azamina, and put up my own negation. The problem is here the Yummy engine, and the Magician doesn't trigger the Yummies, but they still have Surprise, right? And Surprise is a problem, because now they get back the Synchro, and they can still start pivoting, snowballing into the other ones. So, are they able to break the board? Let's see, we still have the Dragon Staphylia, but they still have one unknown card set. Potential hand traps, unless we know the hand, I'm not so sure. We are negating Snatchy, but we are getting met by the Imper. So now the, the one that double Book of Moons, double books, is going to hit the field, and that's a strong play. Cookie, yeah, that's the one. But we tag out, and this is a strong play, because the field spell, they want to pop our Mind Shuffle, but we are going to drop the Dark Magician, the Ritual, so this will protect our back row. Really crucial. And at the same time, we will get, I think, the Super Poly back from our graveyard. They'll get stuff searched, which is fine. We are still in the battle phase, by the way. And sadly, we are only able to tag out as soon as your opponent is using an effect. So we tag out again. Still battle phase, and then main phase 2, we banish 2, again, really powerful. Then start our, again, main phase 2 Red Dragon combo. Sadly gets met by Bell, which is okay. Now we can go into the Chaos Engine. I mean, if it wasn't for Bell, we could have ended on, like, what is it, the Genex Synchro again. Some nice boards, nice negations. But still, like, our end board is going to be the standard Chaos Ritual end board, right? So let's see. Ritual using the Karibo as a 1-card ritual, basically BLS banishing one of the monsters. Probably indeed the Link Karibo. What else? It's this one. They have the Masquerade, right? And for the Little Knight, probably for the protection. Could make sense, yeps. So Little Knight banishing the Marsho. So this should be our tool, like Super Poly is there. We have the tag out effect twice, by the way. We have Little Knight dodge, and that's basically it. Any graveyard effects? No, not yet. This is fine. We get the search, maybe like Super Poly or Droplet or any spell, I guess. Let's see what we are getting back. They get back both, which is fine again. Like, what are they going to make? That's a threat. Again, we indeed have the Super Poly for, what was it, Garura, I think? Yeah, indeed, Garura hits the field as well, so really nice. But I think they have Surprise still, but they use Surprise, yeah. So put up Heads as an Omni negation, this is all fine. Ah, was it this one? But we don't have space. Yeah, we don't have space to use Magical Heads. That's the deal, right? Yeah. Should have played it a little bit differently to give me an extra space. But here, Talons does on target, and that's the deal, right? With like the new support, is that they are only affected by cards that target them, right? So that's really nifty. So Talons, nope, no Talons. GG. So they kind of gave it away there. Now, like this end board is not going to be strong. Nope, because the fusion card is in the graveyard. We lose Dragon's Affiliate again. We can do far much more. 2 sets. I missed it. Are there actually threats? Yes, one of them is Surprise. What's the other one? I probably missed it. It's fine though. So banish it. This is all cool. Get another Tuner Search. I think we are dropping. And I should not have put the Chainix in the extra monster zone, in all honesty. It is what it is. Search the Archfiend Searcher. Now we can normal summon the Tuner, but we are recurring some stuff from the graveyard in order to get it back right. Here with the Engine, Crimson King getting another Search. We should, but we already used it for normal summon. Yeah, level 3. And yeah, rest is history. So again, a long duel, but I mean a good one going back and forth. But you see, like, as soon as you have the continuous trap into play, you can switch and pivot and dodge stuff. That's really good. The fact that dodge stuff is not once per turn, plus you have the strong board breakers with Super Poly and Droplet, which this deck can definitely support. This deck is a threat, but pre-ban list, full power Mitsu, full power Cool Tune, needs more testing, but I mean, feel free to leave suggestions. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, leave me a sign out. Peace.